Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Run Your Day podcast. As always, this is Dan Hafner joining you. Today's topic is this: your commitment equals your investment. Thank you for joining. Sit back, relax, and enjoy today's podcast episode.
Welcome to the Run Your Day podcast, where our goal is to expand your focus and perspective on life. This is your daily dose of motivation, mindfulness, and so much more. And now, here to help you take your day back, your host, Dan Hafner.
All right, everyone. Thank you again for joining. Hope you're having a great day so far. Today's topic, going to continue inside of the theme of commitment, is your commitment equals your investment. So this is the basis of what RunWage is going to be built on. This is the basis of what the app that I am building is based upon. Like, this is the end all be all of what it is. It's actually going to be the whatever you call it, the phrase or the motto, mantra, whatever you call it, is your commitment equals your investment. So digging down into this topic, it's simple, yet it's complicated at the same time, right? So when we commit to things, we only commit to them as much as we have invested in them. You know, if you have a job where you make $5,000 a year working part-time at McDonald's or delivering papers or whatever you do, right? Summer job, you make $5,000. Well, the amount of effort that you're going to give towards that job is only going to be worth $5,000 worth of effort, right? You're not going, logically anyway, you're not going to input, $10,000 worth of effort into a $5,000 job. If you step up the scale a little bit, if you get paid, $40,000 a year in your job, and you're expected to be there, say you have a salary job, you're expected to be there from certain hours for certain days, work whatever weekends, or do whatever you got to do. Obviously there are situations where you can be underpaid for things, but if you're only making $40,000 a year, like you're not really expected to do a whole lot more than what that value is that you're providing, right? Obviously, as a company, you want to pay someone less than they're actually producing for you. But in terms of you're only committed to, if you get paid, $1,000 a week or $1,200 a week or whatever it is, the effort that you're getting is only outputting that much money, that much actual tangible assets. So you're only investing that amount of effort into the commitment that you have. Now, if you get paid $500,000 a year or $100,000 a year, or whatever it may be in a salary position, there is a lot expected of you. Your investment in that vested outcome is going to be larger. There's much more expected of you. There are after hours things that are expected of you. There's a whole bunch of other things that are required in your commitment due to the investment that is being made in you and due to the investment that you have to put forth. This works in a marriage as well. Your commitment to the other person is only as strong as your investment, your emotional and time investment in your marriage. If you're not investing emotionally, if you're not telling your spouse that you love them and, telling them that you appreciate them, and you're not actually taking the time to spend with them in a quality manner, like you say you're spending time with them, but it's just, being there, not actually being present, not actually communicating, that's really not a commitment. That's not an investment. So in a marriage, it's the same type deal. If your investment in it is not there, your commitment is not going to be there. So these have a commitment and investment almost have like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a I don't want to say tangential. It's a relationship. I can't think of the word right now, but it's, a proportional, that's the word, proportional relationship. So the higher your investment is in something, the higher your commitment is. And another final area that I really want to demonstrate this as to be absolutely true is in like coaching or programs or anything like that, right? So if you sign up for a program or say a personal coaching program or something, and you're paying someone $5 a week or a month to be your personal coach, do you think you're really going to be invested in what you're doing? I mean, to a lot of people, $5 is really not a whole lot of money. Say it's even $20. If you put $20 a month into someone coaching you, one, you're not going to expect a whole hell of a lot back in return for that because you're really not providing that much value. So why would they provide you with extra value? But if you're paying $100, $200, $500, $1,000, some people pay $10,000 a year to have someone actually coach them. Some people pay more. That not only gets you more value, but what I'm talking about here is that when you put down that much money on something, you double down and invest that much money on your success, you are going to be committed to results. Like it's as simple as that. We all are attached to money at some level, or else you wouldn't have a job, right? So whether you think so or not, you are attached to money in some way or another. So if you are inputting a big portion of your yearly income or monthly income or whatever it is, your business income, into a certain tool or product or method of advertising or marketing or email marketing, you are going to be committed to that process, to that tool, to whatever it is. If you pay $100,000 for a soft piece of software, like you are going to be committed to making that thing work. You're not just going to hit the first road bump and be like, well, let's change. Let's get something different, Or if in a marriage, if you are so invested in this person and like it should be that you're going to spend forever together. You're not just going to quit at the first road bump. You're going to figure it out. You're going to reinvest. You're going to start investing more time. You're going to start committing more fully and wholly to the success and prosperity of this marriage because you know that it's worth it, because you're more invested in it. So there's a whole bunch of ways that this applies. There really are. I mean, I could go on all day. I try to keep these episodes, below 10 minutes, but the bottom line is that your commitment to something is only as strong as your investment in it. Let me repeat it. Your commitment to something is only as strong as your investment in it. Your investment in the outcome dictates your commitment. So I'd love to know what you guys think about this. If you have any ways in your life that you notice that your investment is not equaling your commitment or it is equaling your commitment, I'd love to know. I'd love to have some conversation with you guys, or at least hear, a situation in your life where you have seen, yourself invest more in something and then seen your commitment level rise to meet that investment. I would love to hear an example of this. So if anyone would like to share, please feel free. You can download the Anchor app on either the Google Play Store or Apple Store, and download the Anchor app. Send a direct voice message to the Run Your Day podcast. I'll get it directly. I'd love to review it. I can put it on the show, and we can have I can have an episode all about it. You can also feel free to share on our Twitter page or Facebook page, at Runwage on Twitter and Runwage on Facebook. Love to hear some input that you guys have about this. And that's all for this episode today. But thank you again for joining. I really appreciate it. And I challenge you today to think about how you can invest more in something, whether it doesn't have to be money. It can be time. It can be, more focus, anything. How can you invest more in something to up your commitment level? And that's my challenge for you today. Thank you very much for joining, and we will talk to you next time. This is the Run Your Day podcast. As always, have a great day.
Thank you for listening to the Run Your Day podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, feel free to share today's show with friends and family. Until next time, have a great day.